What part of your body may be showing your age more than your face? Well, we're going to tell you because right now we have some treatments that are going to help you turn it back the hands of time. How was that for a little teaser, huh? We've got our guest here, Dr. Jennifer Linder. She is here, and she's going to tell us what we can do. I mean, you think about turning back the hands of time in your face and the Botox and the fillers. I never even thought about doing it in your hands.
So one of the oldest tricks of sort of telling how old someone really is actually to look at their neck and hands.
Okay.
That's sort of a little bit of a giveaway. Plus, you know, this is the one area we actually get to see ourselves. So you kind of, sometimes it's nice to make this look great so that you feel great.
Well, tell us how we do it. I mean, is it pretty easy?
It's actually pretty easy. So often what we use is a little filler, just like we use filler in the faces to bring volume back to the face. That's kind of the newest thing in rejuvenation is the volumization. We do the same thing with hands. So we use products like Sculptra, which lasts between 2 to 4 years, or things like Radius that lasts about a year, year and a half.
Wait, Sculptra is something that's injected that lasts 2 to 4 years?
It triggers your body to make its own collagen and actually plumps it back up again. And if you look at a photograph, we've got a nice picture of sort of before and after. So as our hands get thinner, we lose the fat and the collagen becomes thinner, you start to see those tendons and veins a little bit more, and you go back and put the filler in, and it looks nice and plump and youthful.
Oh my, I'm blown away right now. How old is this person right here?
She was in her young 60s.
Wow, what a difference.
Yeah. And she looked fantastic, very youthful, and she just kind of wanted to add a little bit something else, make the rings sparkle at the holiday season.
Yeah, I mean, everything's going to sparkle if you look like that, huh? Okay, so what else can you do right now to prevent aging? To prevent aging, the other thing I think sort of shows our age, both in our faces and our hands and our chests, is spots. So we've done lots of sun damage. It starts to cause that spotting, that irregularity of skin. So you can do things like chemical peels to even that pigmentation. You can use things like IPL, which actually is a laser that lifts pigmentation. And then the one thing you want to do is prevention. Prevention.
So,
always prevention. But
always.
We learn that sometimes a little too late.
So, you know, tell your daughters, start now. Sunscreen is the #1 most important thing to do. And my favorite thing to do is to choose a sunscreen it's called Perfecting Protection, which actually has some pigment lifting ingredients in it. So licorice, bearberry, lactic acid, kojic acid, all lift pigmentation, so you can start reversing the damage and prevent the new damage because it's a sunscreen.
Wow. We have another before and after picture. What's this one?
This is of a chest, and this was actually this patient. She had a lot of sun damage on her chest, and then she actually did a series of chemical peels. We did the smoothing body peel on it. So the skin on the chest and the body is thicker, so you have to put an ingredient on first that sort of helps to moisturize the skin, and then you put the peel on top. It absorbs well and lifts that pigmentation, improves the texture, improves the overall appearance as well as the color.
Well, let me ask you this, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are freckle faces, like myself. I have freckles here, you name it. So if you're getting rid of all the freckles on your chest, you can't just stop there. I mean, like, I'm afraid if I get rid of the freckles on my chest, I'm going to have arms that look a different color, so you have to continue, don't you?
Well, one of the reasons why I love to do peels and why is because you do it a series over time. So you lighten this, and then you can sort of progress down if you want to, but you don't necessarily make everything go away because you want it to blend beautifully.
Right.
Rather than sometimes doing a laser, you might end up a little bit more harsher sort of lines.
And that's why you want to make sure that you go to somebody that absolutely knows what they're doing so that you don't look like you're wearing a shirt. Right?
Right.
Everything's all solid.
You want it to look beautiful and even, because that's the whole goal. It's like that overall rejuvenation rather than just focusing on one spot.
Right.
So there's people all over the valley that do the PCA skin products, and that's my favorite kind of peels, and the smoothing body peel is hands down the best one.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of options for a lot of different scenarios.
That's the idea.
But that's why you're here. You're our go-to gal. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a great holiday, and make sure everyone wears their sunscreen. Hey, Linder Dermatology and Skin Cancer Surgery Center is located at 6710 East Camelback Road, Suite 220 in Scottsdale. You can give her a call, 480-946-7939.